make yourself stand out in the job market?
Coming up, top national recruiter Jennifer Hill is live in studio, and she's going to tell us how to write the perfect resume and tell you why job seekers should act like trial attorneys. I know it sounds strange, but it makes sense. We'll talk to her coming up in a moment. It's been said time and time again, looking for a job is the hardest job of all. And right now, Florida's unemployment rate is at just over 8%. So how can you make yourself stand out in the job market? And joining me this morning is top national recruiter Jennifer Hill with some tips on how to prepare to get that job. Jennifer, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Rod. Thanks for having me.
Just talked to a friend of mine this morning who was on his way to a job fair. As a matter of fact, so many people are. You say these days job candidates kind of have to prepare for a job interview like a trial attorney prepares for trial. What do you mean by that?
Well, I've been a legal recruiter for many years now, and so I recruit for a lot of law firms. And one of the things that I've noticed is that good trial attorneys, the ones who win time and time again, have three key components that have them be successful. And what I've pointed out is that those three key components are the same things that a job seeker should do if they want to make a case for why you should hire them. So what those three components are is, number one, proper preparation. You have to properly prepare for an interview or for anything in life. Number two is evidence. You want to have good evidence to back up your claims, just like a trial attorney would have. And number three is integrity. It's all about proper preparation, evidence, and integrity. And if you do those three things, the verdict will be in your favor, and you'll be the one who wins the case or the job.
Yeah, you'll stand out. And, you know, integrity, the last of those points, leads right to the second point, that candidates need to be truthful and ready to substantiate their claims that are made on their resume. I did a story just a couple years ago about how people lie on their resume, and the top thing they lie about is education, I guess because they think nobody will check it.
I know. In fact, I just saw that story last week. Scott Thompson, the CEO of Yahoo, 4 months into his new job, lied about something so simple. He said he had a degree in computer science, I believe it was, and the interesting thing is he blamed it on his headhunting agency and said, oh, they messed with my resume, when in fact the agency was able to come back and say, no,
we didn't.
We have your resume that you submitted to us. And it happens all the time. Often with education, with employment, with computer skills, and then a lot of times too, people don't even realize that they're going to run a background check on you. Everybody has DUIs, but what I've noticed is if you're honest and authentic, employers are very forgiving. It's a very competitive market, but if you were to come to me and say, Jennifer, I had a DUI, it was a stupid mistake, and you tell me that before a background check happens, no problem. I can do damage control as a recruiter. But if you lie to me or you lie to the employer, you're basically setting yourself up to get a job
automatically. All right, last question. I want to skip to the very last question for college grads, because a lot of graduations are going on now. What is the best tip for a college grad to land the perfect job?
Use the 30-30-30 rule. A lot of people don't know what that is. It means spend 30% of your time applying to jobs the old-fashioned way, utilizing Monster, Career Builder, Indeed. 30% of your time attending networking events. People don't realize that 80% of jobs are found through word of mouth, and a lot of college graduates don't know how to utilize that. And then the last 30% of your time should be spent leveraging your social network. And that's where college graduates can really shine, is utilizing LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook to set up an online and visual presence.
Jennifer, thank you very much. We could go on for hours, I promise you.
Sorry,
It's a fascinating topic. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.